Index funds, index fund, index funds. You hear about them all the time. Yet, let's be honest, most people really don't know what they are. It's key you do. And the good news is, I'm here to help. Most experts who try to explain an index fund go with something like this. It's a professionally managed pool of capital that matches up to its chosen benchmark's performance by purchasing its underlying securities in their prescribed weightings. Ooh. And that definition helps almost no one. In fact, it intimidates people. It sends them back to, I just don't get money stuff. What's on Netflix tonight? So let's go a different route. Forget the fun part. Start with what's an index? Not the back of a book type of index, an index in the statistical world, including in the finance world. An index is a single number that summarizes a collection of data and often serves as a benchmark for comparison. Easy peasy. Think of an index as an aid, a shortcut, a time saver. Totals are indices. So are all averages. Most 57 average in high school, that's an index. It summarizes,
59.
okay, 59. It summarizes a collection of data of her not so impressive marks. The financial world creates and uses indices all the time. Thank goodness. Without them, it would be impossible to effectively communicate and compare the industry's overwhelming amount of data. For example, one of the most commonly asked questions, how did the stock market do today, would be virtually impossible to answer. There are thousands of publicly traded companies. Going through all of their closing prices would be quite a chore. But with the index, our shortcut, our summary number, our time saver, the response is as simple as the S&P TSX Composite was up 1.1%. The S&P TSX Composite is the Canadian market's best-known index, its best-known summary figure. What does it summarize? The share prices of about 250 of Canada's largest public companies. Do we just add up all their prices and divide by 250 to get the index, kind of like you did with most marks? We could, but no. In this case, we market weight them. And that, too, is remarkably straightforward. A company with 10 times the market cap, the market value, of another company is given 10 times its weighting. Makes perfect sense. There's indices for bonds, commodities, real estate, credit, for everything imaginable. But it's key to note that they all have two things in common. One, they are all single numbers that summarize a collection of data. And two, somebody or somebodies made them up. They chose the contributing components, they decided on the weighting approach, and they set the rules. I want to buy such and such an index, you say. Not possible. Remember, it's just a number, an abstract concept. What you can do is bind the components of an index in their proper weightings. But what a hassle. You're going to buy hundreds of stocks? What? But there are one-stop shops that do it for you. And you know what they're called? Index funds.